Hello everyone, welcome to our project. Our project is titled M.A.T.T, which stands for Modifiably Aged Time Traveler. Team M.A.T.T consists of myself, the team lead, David Roy, the lead story writer, Alejandro Bartley, the lead artist, Evan Barmes, the lead mechanics designer, and Aaron Mason, the lead level designer. As a group, we brainstormed what type of game we wanted to make. We decided a side-scroller would be really fun to make. They're coming back in popularity, and old school classics like Mario and Metroid and Prince of Persia always impressed us, so we wanted to make something like that.
M.A.T.T, which stands for Modifiably Aged Time Traveler, is a time tourist that has become lost at the end of civilization. All he's left with is his interactive voice assistant system, called IVIS, and his age-shifting module. While on his travels through time, M.A.T.T didn't know about a stowaway rat that made it on board his ship. It eats through a cooling system wire and causes M.A.T.'s ship to break apart upon the arrival at the end of civilization. With the help of IVIS, he has to gather parts and try to jury-rig his ship to make it back home. Depending on how many parts you gather, there are 3 possible endings to the game. IVIS, who has limited communication with M.A.T.T through the game, is able to occasionally help him learn things such as how his new age-shifting module works and what dangers may lie ahead. IVIS is sort of the comic relief of the game. She not only serves as the tutorial and teaches the player what to do, but she also offers commentary occasionally about what's going on and what you've happened to accomplish. Her playful put-downs are an attempt to try and understand humor, and also as a way to get M.A.T.T to listen to her suggestions and solutions.
M.A.T.T is a side-scroller game that will be created using UDK, the Unreal Developmental Kit game engine. The game takes place in the post-apocalyptic end of civilization, where the vegetation has taken over and created a vast jungle. When the player is exploring the jungle, they will see dilapidated skyscrapers in the background. There will also be sections of the game where the player will enter ruins. The ruins will have the look of centuries have passed and the jungle has begun creeping into the stone walls. The heads-up display, HUD, will inform the player of their health status. The player's health will be shown in 5 capsules. Glowing icons will show the player which age they are playing in. Both of these displays will be located in the upper left corner of the screen. On the right side of the screen, the player will be informed how many time machine parts they have found.
For M.A.T.T, we knew that we wanted to have a complex system that would create a lot of unique gameplay and interesting scenarios, but we didn't want to have complex controls like some games do. So what we did was, instead of mapping each mechanic to its own button, we grouped them and mapped them to 3 buttons, and that's all. And so you might say that that sounds like a complex system on its own, and it might be confusing to remember what button is going to do what ability at which time. And that's where the really interesting part of M.A.T.T comes in, because in M.A.T.T the mechanics are strongly tied to the story. So it's not just pressing 3 different buttons, it's changing to 3 different ages, and then the mechanics are linked to those different ages. So it gives the players a unique way to remember which button needs to be pressed in which instance, and it changes from just 3 buttons to a memory device, and it draws the player into the gameplay even more.
Our level design is based around exploration, and because of this, there are multiple paths that the player can choose from. This gives the player the ability to explore much of the game and get a sense of satisfaction through this exploration. The levels start off as a simple platformer, allowing the player to get to know the mechanics and also getting to know the game world. From here, the level design increasingly progresses in difficulty, obviously in an attempt to keep the player attracted to the game and lure them in while learning new abilities and learning how to combine the abilities to get the fullest extent of the gameplay. One of the core obstacles within our game, being that it is a platformer, is the skilled jump. At first it will be just a distance jump. This will force the player to jump at just the right time to clear the gap. Further into the game, there will be much larger gaps where the player must learn to combine the different abilities to master the platforming and make these essentially impossible jumps.
Again, we're Team M.A.T.T. Thank you so much for watching our presentation. Here's some footage from gameplay.